Hello dear students, today we will learn about the characteristic features of phylum Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes and Nematoda. Uh, every phylum or every group of organism having special characters, and we have to learn about these characters. First one is phylum Porifera, which we have discussed in the classification of animals. Number one, it is those animals which are present in phylum Porifera. They are mostly aquatic, live in water, non-motile. That means they do not move from one place to another place, but are attached to a solid support. They are fixed. They are present in the sea, or they are present in the water and are attached to some substance or rock, some solid support. Next is have pores all over the body. This phylum Porifera, they are the animals having pores. If this is the animal, these are having pores across the body. Pores means these small round hole like structures, and these holes they provide the way to water, so that some substances come inside the body and some substances move from body to the outside. That means have canal system. It is the most characteristic feature of this porifera. Next is have cellular level of organization. That means these are simply aggregation of cells. One cell, second cell, third, fourth. They are not aggregated to form tissues, but they are different, or they can perform different functions separately, individually. That means have cellular level of organization. Example is Spongilla and Cycon. You have to remember the examples also. For example, you might be asked some question. Write the characteristics of the phylum in which Cycon occurs. Then you have to write these 3-4 characteristics. Next is phylum Coelenterata. Phylum Coelenterata, these are also aquatic animals, live in water. Gastric cavity is present. That means they are having digestive cavity, or you can say digestive cavity. Digestive cavity. For example, if we talk about Hydra, Hydra is like this, having a mouth-like structure, and these are tentacles. This Hydra having this mouth-like structure. It is not mouth but mouth-like structure. That means gastric cavity, or you can say digestive cavity, is present. They are diploblastic. Diploblastic means, I already discussed with you that in the embryo of some animals, some have two layers. That means endoderm and ectoderm. Ectoderm. But some have middle layer, that means endoderm. In these animals, the middle layer is not present. That means the embryo have only two layers. That means ectoderm and endoderm. Those animals which are having two germ layers are known as diploblastic animals. Diploblastic means having two germ layers. Having two germ layers. That means ectoderm and endoderm. Next is live in colonies or single. They can live in colonies like coral reefs, and or can be single. They can also exist separately. Have sitting. Next important feature is have stinging cells. These animals have sting cells. That means when they prey upon the animals, they first bite that animal, so that the poison may be injected into that animal, and then the animal is paralyzed, so that the animal or the prey is easily taken inside the body. That means they have stinging cells. This is the characteristic feature of this Coelenterata. They have sting cells present. Or you can say tentacles. These tentacles, like these are known as, in Hydra, in case of Hydra, these hair-like structures are known as tentacles. Example is Hydra is there, jellyfish is there, sea anemone is there. Sometimes the question is asked like this: give the characteristic feature of the, or you can say, in which phylum jellyfish occurs. Though the fish name misleads some students that fish is occurs in invertebrata. No, but jellyfish, it is the name of an animal which occurs in phylum Coelenterata having these characters. That means jellyfish, the animal which is present in the phylum Coelenterata having these characteristics. Next is phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes means these are known as flatworms. Flatworms. Platyhelminthes means flatworms. Flat body with bilateral symmetry. Flat body means the body is not round, is not circular, but it is flat like the plate. Next is with bilateral symmetry. Symmetry means or you can say, if for example this is square, if we cut the square in like this way, that means A is equal to B. Or if we cut the square in this way, C is equal to D. That means in both, when we cut this square in two planes, vertical plane and horizontal plane, in both the sides, in both the ways, the, or you can say the structure is having two, is divided into two equal structures in two planes. But in this case, bilateral symmetry means when we cut, for example, when we cut the structure like this, for example, if we cut this structure into two equal hollows, then we can like this. That means A is equal to B only in single plane. This type of symmetry is known as bilateral symmetry. That means if we cut the animal into two equal hollows, we can make this possible only in one plane. That is known as bilateral symmetry. Triploblastic having three germ layers. That means this flatworms are platyhelminthes. These are the animals which are having three germ layers. Three germ layers. Germ layers. Name: endoderm, mesoderm, ectoderm. These are the three germ layers. Mouth is meant for both ingestion and egestion. If we talk about the liver fluke is like this. It is the animal like this. We can cut this into equal hollows. That means bilateral symmetry. The animal takes food from the mouth and also egests the food from it. That means excretion also occurs through the mouth. That is why mouth is meant for both ingestion and egestion. It is very important point regarding this platyhelminthes. They can be parasite or free living. They can cause many diseases, or they can be parasite, depend on others for their food, but do not kill them, or depend on host for their food. And some are free. Liver fluke, it is a parasite on animal or cattle. Planaria, it is a free living organism. Tapeworm, it is also a parasite in humans also and in cattle also. Tapeworm. Next is phylum Nematoda, or you can say roundworms. These are flatworms. These are known as roundworms. Roundworms. Body is cylindrical. That means the body is cylindrical means like this, cylinder-like body. Bilateral symmetry, also having two, can be divided into two equal hollows by only single plane. Triploblastic having mesoderm, endoderm, and ectoderm. Body cavity is phallus. They are pseudocoelomates. You can write also here as pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelomates. That means body cavity is false. Mostly parasitic. These roundworms, they are mostly parasite. Example are ascaris, or you can say roundworms. Roundworms which are present in the abdomen or intestines of humans also. These small structures, these are known as ascaris. And Wuchereria, or you can say pinworm. Pinworm. This was the characteristic features of some characteristic features of the 3-4 phylums in comparison with each other, and I think you might have understood this very much. Thank you.